Hello, welcome back. Last time I started Undercaves and was still pretty satisfied with the rooms that I'd built. Let's go down this way, where the path splits. I wonder... I don't remember how I decided the shape of this map. I think I just wanted it to look kind of organic because we're supposed to be in caves. And just kind of started building and saw where it went, and this was where it took me. So hallway off this way leads to a few more rooms over here. Okay, so this one. Is there another floor spikes thing going on? No, it's not floor spikes this time. It's a rattlesnake toggling. So if I just sit here, things are going to happen. And I'm shown very clearly that 3 seep move from safe walls there via this temporarily closed door onto more safe walls. Then if I wait again, they all die. Alright, so this is clearly an important mechanism in the room. Got sort of like a collection of walls here among toggling door to get at the rattlesnake. Something must step here, and it can't be me because this is permanently on, the arrow, so probably has to be the adder. Is this an adder length check? No, it's not. Do I have one of those in here? I must. Oh, this is an adder length check. Yeah, okay, so the adder has to step on this plate so I can get access to the rattlesnake. And it has to be long enough to keep that door open while it does it, otherwise it just gets stuck in here and nothing happens. So this plate has to still be held while the adder head is here, so that requires 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 segments. Currently 3, have to feed 3 things, there are 3 things here. So yeah, those 3 seep must be eaten. There are also these. And this. Okay, so this is to gain seep traversability from this block into this area, and these are to give the adder the ability to move so it can eat the seep that are standing on those doors. Okay, so yeah. So this is just a matter of move seep somewhere that the adder can get at them, which looks like it's going to be these 3 spaces. So yeah, every n turns, however many it is, I haven't even counted, rattlesnake's going to go around in a loop and toggle the state of those. So this is just about keeping these alive and navigating them down to here. And these 3 checkpoints make it clear I'm going to be spending a bunch of time in this area of the room. So right, next 3 sensible places are here, here, and here. And there's an obstacle there. These like weird green bud things growing out of there. Are those mushrooms? I don't know what these are supposed to be, but they're cool looking. And they are an obstacle, so I'm going to let this seep spend 1 turn blocked on the obstacle, then if I move west, everything works. Yeah, so when I see... I guess the rattlesnake must move first. It does. So rattlesnake moves first, makes all the area around non-traversable, and seeps stay in place. Alright, so next. Next we only have 2 walls within reach, because they only move 3 tiles. So one of these is going to have to be reused. I think it's something like... I want to stand here because you'll be blocked by this and just stay there. You'll go 1, 2, 3, you'll go 1, 2, 3, and land there. Sounds good. Okay, next. Gonna have to reuse again, it looks like. So seems like my target is here. I think I'll be able to just shuffle you over and down there, and from here you can actually move from this wall to this one because they're close enough to each other. So I'm gonna wait here, then move west and wait there. No, I'm gonna wait here, then move west and move east and move west. There we go. Okay, and then from there, is that enough to get them onto these walls? I don't think it is. This doesn't look right to me. I think I've fallen into a trap that I set for myself. Because now, one of those is going to die, right? No. Move order? I guess move order saved me because this seep moved before this one, so they split apart perfectly. How convenient. Alright, cool. Now let's zip up here. Oh yeah, so here's a little tricky thing to spot. So you really want to go up here, right? But you just don't have enough time. So what you actually have to do is to get into the adder's territory and have just enough space to go north that onto that tile. And it's fine. I know that was one little trick that was hard to spot here. I just had to include this corner of pit. And then I think if I wait here, everything will just work out. There we go. Okay. So then close this door, move seep onto those doors, and feed. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Alright, you come here, go north. You're not going to do that exactly as I want, but I can make that happen like that. There we go. Alright, adder dies. Rattlesnake has to be killed manually. Apparently this also... Oh, that orb. Okay, stopped this toggling action. Okay, sure. Alright, now I have to remember how to fight a rattlesnake. Not an action I do very often in DROD, interestingly enough. It just doesn't come up that frequently. But right here it does. It's always awkward. Sure, there we go. Alright, let's go west. I have the advantage of knowing how these rooms are laid out, so I can decide which way to go when it makes sense. Okay, this room. This room's not, honestly, all that great. It exists, it works as a room, but this is probably the least interesting room on the level. Okay, so 3 seep to kill. Okay, let's kill the 3 seep and the room will be clear, right? Oh no, the room's not clear. What's going on? Obviously there's a spider in here. So spider there, shallow water, arrows. Yeah, so made so that if I use this orb to let out the spider, it gets stuck in the water and I can't reach it anymore to kill it. I should have put a vision token here. I guess I kind of like the surprise of the spider not being visible and, you know, you kill the seep and there's still something left, but I think I would have liked better just to have a vision token, because I'm just using the shallow water property of the spider. It's just a roach other than that. So why didn't I just make these floor? I don't know, I guess I wanted the invisible spider. Anyway, so what has to happen is I need to use this orb so that the spider door opens... something. Spider door opens while I'm to the west so it doesn't get trapped, so I can actually kill it. Or do something with a powder keg. Let's see, a powder keg on a closed door just explodes in the one tile it's on, so even if I could get this onto that door, it wouldn't kill the spider. So there are these 2 orbs down here. This one opens that and the way to this orb. This one closes that door. So it seems like I want to use this orb, then this orb, then this orb. So if I try to do that, since they're, well, not since they're 2 away, just regardless, since I have to use a turn to move from here to here, 2 in fact, the spider gets out. So what you have to do is park the seep in these 3 spots so that they block the spider from moving, and also, it looks like there's another step to this. I need to use the powder keg to turn that... Okay, yeah, well, I'm not going to survive that move. Let's have them all down here. Does that give me enough space to move this keg? I think it does. Have to use the powder keg and the force arrow here so that I can make just the one move to get from one orb to the other. Because when this is on the arrow, the explosion goes there and I can go 1, 2. So in 2 turns I do that. So now I just need seep here, here, and here, because otherwise the spider would be able to move. Okay. This was another room that I remember it being easier to do if I come in from the west for some reason, but I know I can still accomplish it from the east entrance. Do I know that? I think I can. So if I put you all on that little spot and go north... Yeah, okay, that's easy to do. I'm going to load you into this place, and then you can be distributed into there. Perfect. Okay, done. Yeah, so what happens here is... B-throw uses the orb. B-throw always moves first. The spider must move second, yes. Number 1, the second number. So spider tries to move, sees it's blocked by 3 seep bodies, and can't go anywhere in its preferred direction. All 3 seep take their turns and die because they're standing on an open door, and spider's still in place. I guess I could turn on puzzle mode, but it's not really necessary. And then in one turn, B-throw needs to activate this orb so the spider doesn't get away. Because if I didn't have that powder keg there and just tried to do things manually, spider would still get out. So kaboom, only explodes there, and spider's accessible. Ultimately pretty simple room. It's fine. There's nothing really wrong with that room. It's just one of the less interesting ones on the level, I think. Alright, this one was divisive. Some people really didn't like this. I think it's cool. So format of this is all the Seep have to die. They're all on room clear gates with disarm tokens next to them. So if I get close, I die. So I can't get close. So if I light this bomb fuse, it's going to toggle that door and then turn off that seeding beacon. That seems good. What's wrong with that? It doesn't hit the seeding beacon because there's a force arrow. Okay, so room has to be clear for the seeding beacon to turn off. This is the bomb that will do that if the room is clear. And the problem here is that the Seep that are farther back can't get to B-throw in time to die. Like, yeah, if this one is moving northeast the entire time, it just doesn't get there in time. So what I have to do is light this fuse and find a spot where I can stand on the door. I think there's enough time to have my sword any way that I want it. I need to find a spot where I can do one of these stand still and whirlwind moves. This doesn't feel right. That's because it's not. Yeah, B-throw can't move. Has to be able to stand still and accomplish his job. I forget where the spot is. Let's learn. Is it here? Looks like it's here. Okay. I knew it was somewhere around that area. And yeah, you can kind of deduce this by seeing, like, these three are sort of close together. This one's a little farther away. Yeah, there's a distinct pattern going on here. 2 down, 1 over. 3 down, 1 over. 3 down, 1 over. 1 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over. 1 down, 5 over. An equivalent of that, kind of. Although this isn't actually strict spinning room, so I go left, 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 right. Oh, so you're the last one I kill. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so find the magic spot, stand there, and the room works. Orb gets hit to let me out, and seeding beacon gets turned off. I think it's cool. Not everybody likes that style of room. Alright, so that's the west branch. South branch. Got a pickaxe on a trapdoor, also a broken wall there. I'll come back to you later. Okay, well, get in there quick or the Seep eats you. Well, does it? No, I have all the time I want. Alright, so I get a pickaxe, and I'm let out once the room is clear. Adder, broken wall, obstacle. So this one's Seep completely isolated. Nothing I can do to kill it other than opening the door, which is done with that plate, which clearly is stepped on by the adder because there's no way for B-throw to get it in there and back out, because there's an ortho square here. Alright, so this door has to open, which, yeah, this is an identical adder lock mechanism to the one right up here. Just has to be a minimum length to get in there. The length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. The length is 5. So feed it 3 Seep, once again. 1, 2, where's the third? 3. I wish they didn't have to fade in and out like that. They're just harder to see than necessary. And the feeding spot is right here. I have as many toggles as I want, because without some kind of assistance, let's see, theoretically I could probably just push a Seep out of the wall into an adder's mouth at just the right time to feed it, and that'd be fine. And that doesn't depend on move order. But to be nice, you can park the adder head in here, then do all your Seep manipulation, get it onto the door, hit this orb, and the adder will always eat the Seep. So that's just the gentler, easier way to do it. So I need that adder out. Like, getting the adder loose is one of the first steps, but this Seep here, those 2 Seeps there, are kind of in the way. So we need them not to be so pesky. Is that sufficiently out of the way? I don't think it is. If I were facing this way, would it be? I mean, I have this problem to myself, and also no. I mean, I got the adder out, but I'm dead either way, and so is a Seep. So that's not what I want. Alright, so I have a pushing tool. Let's use it. to get you up in the area of that dude up there. And I have this bit of terrain I can use. Alright, so you're kind of out of the way. How about that one in the south? Can I do the same similar thing to you? Maybe? Looks like you can be put... Oops. Nowhere. Okay, I might just have to deal with you directly. I can kill you like that, but that's not what I want to do. Alright, is there any way I could maybe... Yeah, there's a lot I could do here. Surely. What if I push you north? Then go over here. Yeah, you end up like that. Okay. There's definitely a dance that I can pull off here. Let's see if I... Push north, swing this way, walk that way. Nope. Push... Let's see. Push north. Okay. Let's go here. Push north. Step southeast. Step east, push northwest. Turn. Step southeast, push north. There, now I have 2 tiles of horizontal separation, which is just enough space to get this adder out. Alright, so a little mini puzzle for extracting the adder. Pretty sure that was the intended way of doing that. That felt about right to me. So I have an east direction to load it in here. Not the easiest of directions, but the second easiest. So good enough. Alright, feeding mechanism loaded, feeding mechanism used. And sure, you can just go right back in there. Perfect. And now you unload, get into the feeder, and get chomped. Okay. Adder, how cooperative are you going to be? Extremely. How nice. Alright, and just repeat. Alright, there we go. 5-length adder. Don't get yourself trapped, please. You will just barely not. Okay. And now you come over here. Go north eventually. Great. Alright. And it just passes the length check, because this is still held down so it can go over the door. And kill that last seep. And then chop, 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 chop. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's go in here. Little annoying to do with a pickaxe. It's actually just easier to leave, come back with a sword and do this, but pickaxe works. Exit level secret room. Okay, so this one is kind of an inversion. So we've had a rattlesnake here, which doesn't really interact with seep in any meaningful way. Lots of adders, which eat them. That's kind of one of the main mechanics of this whole level. So now we got a red serpent. What happens if you feed a red serpent a seep? Instead of getting longer, it gets shorter. So I have a spear and a whole collection of seep here. This is 6 tiles, so I need to stop it 5 times, and I have 5 seep. So now this is just a matter of shuffling these dudes upward in a way that doesn't kill me somehow, which is a little tricky, but it's doable. So that I can dispense them one at a time. Right, yeah. So the step to the southeast works because I stun that seep. That's the only way I get to survive that. Yep, I still remember the dance steps for this. Making it pretty, okay, dance step stopped working because you're there. Can I stop dancing, or do I still need to do something fancy here? I can't go any farther north than this. So yeah, now I have this trap here. Maybe I can just operate on things as they are here. I don't think I can, exactly. I need just one seep at a time, don't I? Can I park one down there? Well, I've forgotten how to do this. That hasn't helped anything. No, I remembered the beginning of the dance. A different thing happened there? No, it ultimately was the same. Okay, so how am I have to push these into the serpent's space somehow. Is there a way to do that with two? Because, like, if I push southeast from here... Like, I have to start with a diagonal stepping push, because that's the only way to get enough distance to not get seeped. But then how do I follow it up? Like, I think the ideal would be to lure a seep from the north while standing here, so that it steps into this tile, doesn't eat me, then I turn this way, push it there, turn this way, push it there, and that's the tile where it disrupts the serpent and shortens it. But something's just not working here. So how do I make it work? I can step there for a moment and nothing good happens. Yeah, turns out I don't know what I'm doing here. Can't make any of that kind of move. Yeah, so it's just like this one diagonal I get here. Can I do this? I can. Okay, there we go. So just wait a turn. Turn this way, step south, and what's move order? It doesn't matter. Either way, when B-throw pushes a seep in front of a serpent's face, the serpent shortens. Okay, great. And now, okay. So I have to reload this. So when the head is in line with the seep, do it? Nope, one before the head is in line with the seep. Okay, great. Now just unload these. One of them, any of them will do. Oops, other way. Okay. So that step is crucial. Got it. Alright, there we go. Cool stuff. And yes, that is exit level. That was the last room in the level except for the exit room. Yeah, this is probably one of the shortest, easiest levels in the hold, if you understand the underlying mechanics. But if you don't, after doing one room you will, probably, right? Maybe that's one of the reasons I like it the best, because, like, there's not a lot to really give a bunch of trouble. Okay, so, here's a speed potion. It doesn't taste very good. Ugh, another foul potion. When I catch up with these brewers, they're getting an earful about this. And yes, I need the speed potion because of this seep gate. That's non-traversable without one. I think I put exactly enough seep here to trigger the fight music for this level style. Because otherwise it would be playing puzzle music here, and I wanted fight music. And I think there's nothing more to it than just kill the seep. These are protected by ore mites, so I have to hit that orb. Okay, that's the something more there is to it. But for these, it's pretty simple. Just kill, kill, kill. Okay, and then I need to load these a specific way so that I can sneak through somewhere somehow. Is it like this? Maybe. How protected am I on this force arrow? Sufficiently. Okay, and can I get the right half turn here? I can. So I killed a seep. I'm protected. Go down. Kill a seep because half turn. Protected because force arrow. Here we go. Yep. That's the rotation. And at some point... Hold on, can I step south? No, I can't. At some point I get to break these broken walls, and the pattern disrupts. I'm not quite at that point yet, but I'm getting close. I think it's here. There we go. Alright, there we go. Room clear. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and just checkpoint right here with the room in its cleared state, because like a thing starts happening as soon as I go down there. And I'll see you next time for the next level.